So here I am, just feet away from the fabulous Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, which will not be that after February of next year. So let's take a tour of this hotel before it's no longer the Hard Rock and it's the Virgin Las Vegas, which again sounds like a wonderful drink you could order at a bar. And if you haven't invented it, you should, and all royalties go to this guy. Let's take a look at the Hard Rock today. So one of the things that was first to go was the original Hard Rock restaurant. We're standing underneath what used to be the entrance right here. And who knows if this building will remain. You can see the remnants of a Hard Rock brand with Aerosmith, Slaughter. Oh, look at all that history. The Rolling Stones and the Beatles. Are you a Beatles or are you a Stones person? You tell me. By the way, how's it going, guys? My name's Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a full-time Vegas blogger who can't figure out how to get into the Hard Rock. I do these videos for you. If you like them, be sure to like, share, subscribe. We're going to be covering every hotel in Vegas over time. Better than a live stream where I can actually do some research and take a look at some things with you. So make sure you hit those buttons and leave us a comment. Do you have any memories of the Hard Rock? That's the question of the day. And not just this Hard Rock, any Hard Rock. I have history with Hard Rock dating back to going to the place up in Toronto, the first one in North America. Calgary used to have a Hard Rock. I've been to the one at the Sky Dome, now the Rogers Center. But this is the Hard Rock Casino, closing very, very soon. So perhaps it's appropriate to start with some history of this casino. It's actually built in 1996, and it was a partnership between the Hard Rock restaurant people and the person who owned the Harvey's Lake Tahoe location. Now Harvey still exists up in Lake Tahoe, but it's owned by Caesars. Technically, I guess that would be El Dorado at this point. And in 1997, they bought out the people that originally helped them from Lake Tahoe, and it was owned just by the Hard Rock people. It has a history. It's been expanded several times. It's had new towers built, convention space has been built. Of course, you have the Joint, which is one of the best concert venues in the city to this date. I believe Paul McCartney, Sir Paul himself, christened that. Guns N' Roses have played here. Journey has done limited engagements here as a residency shows. They have all sorts of entertainment coming through here. Famous for its restaurants, famous for its brand name, and famously now being shuttered to make way for something called the Virgin Las Vegas Casino. So from this point forward, I think it's safe to say I'll be providing commentary as you look at the casino. I don't think these doors even open over here. Oh, that's a handsome looking guy today. Let's go take a look inside, and hopefully they don't have a problem with filming in here. So we'll see. So the first thing you'll notice is that this is a great place to look at memorabilia. I mean, you have David Bowie's Glass Spider Tour, and it might not matter to you, but I believe that was the tour that he said, "I'm never touring ever again." We all know how that worked out. He toured plenty of times because he's an artiste. Mick Jagger's, oh, nice. Mick Jagger's a little guy, ain't he? Not too big. So the building is going to be closed in February of 2020. Their plans are to possibly be able to open it back up in October of the same year, but it might be pushed out, and you might end up opening it a little bit later. More Mick Jagger stuff. Definitely very cool. Custom-made Granny Takes a Trip suit from London tailors at the World's End. That is amazing. What else do we have here? So if you're going to go see a male strip show, Magic Mike is where it's at, I guess. I wouldn't know, but that's where it performs. And right now we have Bruce Springsteen and his E Street Band. Some signed guitars, and I don't know which. I guess that would have been Bruce right there. It's got a handkerchief around the neck. So like most casinos in Vegas, or unlike most casinos in Vegas, this is a very small casino floor. It's not big, and they make only 30% of their revenue from casino gambling. We have a Morrissey setup right here. Very nice. And we have a couple of different bars. The original Hard Rock Cafe is gone, so of course we don't have the ability to go get Hard Rock stuff and food here. We can go to the Hard Rock gift store. That's not a problem. Let's take a look at this wall here. So here we have a bunch of cool guitars. And of course the men's room is the men's room because there is that Iggy Pop doing a backstand? We have Metallica here. Godsmack's lead singer, Chris Cornell, rest in peace, brother. Richie Sambora, very nice. Aerosmith represented. And of course, the best Dodger of all time, Elton John. I'm just trying to amuse myself, folks. Mumford & Sons, In Excess. Hey, look at Prince. This is the vest worn on the Lovely Sexy Tour in 1988. Of course, that was way before Prince was ever using that symbol, folks, so don't get misled there. More Prince stuff. Prince had some tiny feet. That's some tiny feet compared to my hand. That man had small feet. And there is a cloud guitar. Man, Prince was known for his guitars. Here's a set list that he was doing. Of course, you end with Purple Rain, and then you come out with Love Sexy. Who's a Prince fan? Give me a like for that, guys. Now, I mean no disrespect when I say this is almost like the wall of passed away rock stars. You have Tom Petty. Of course, he passed away October 1st, 2017, the same day that the thing happened here in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay. And you have Prince, you had Chris Cornell over there as well. Pearl Jam's still around. Hope I die before I get old. A quote from the Who's My Generation. So far, everybody seems kind of chill, so maybe I can appear on the camera a little bit. Tiny little casino floor. Let's take a quick tour through that casino floor right now. And that's really all there is to it. Like I said, they only garner 30% of their revenues at this casino right here from actual casino gambling. But ooh, look at this. One of those crazy Lady Gaga things, don't you know? That's the alien costume. Giorgio Armani. My goodness. Could you imagine how much money that thing would cost? Let alone the construction. And I hope it was lightweight for her case. So we do have Nobu here. And there is a Nobu hotel at Caesar's Palace, but this is just a restaurant known for its Asian cuisine. And I don't know what's going to become of these branded restaurants, whether or not these places will be back in action once it's renovated, or if they are done for good. There is a stage over here. Let's go take a look at that. So here we go. This is the box office for the joint. You got your obligatory metal detectors. And then over here you have a full-on Nickelback setup. Now, I am supposed to be a big fan of Nickelback, being that I'm from Canada and that region where they're from in Alberta. They had some hits back in the day. What else can I say? The local boys made good. And I'll leave it to you to tell me if Nickelback was any good or not. And before you ask, the Raiders are minus 7,500 to win the Super Bowl. So if you want to win big, bet on the Raiders. Yeah, I'm not giving my opinion. Don't call me a hater. That's not my numbers. That's the Race and Sports books. I can't believe I didn't see this coming in. One of my favorite bands ever. My mom and my dad both loved them, and my wife loves these guys. I love them. Freddie Mercury, Queen. I won't be a rock star. I will be a legend. Oh, that's it for me. Beautiful. So believe it or not, we just successfully walked through the entire Hard Rock in just a matter of minutes. I mean, unbelievable, right? Oh, okay. Anyways, I'm looking at these weird skeletons and it's kind of creeping me out. That's the Killers. Oh, that's the prop they used in a music video called Bones. Got it. But the point is, the Hard Rock is in a weird neighborhood. It's on Paradise Road and Harmon, and this is not a great neighborhood. I mean, just right over here, hold on, look at this. Oh, that makes it nice and cool. Just on the other side right here, you have Harbor Island, a place where you can go and rent a room for a week for like $160, and then the drug dealers bang on your door and stuff like that. So it's in a weird neighborhood. This whole thing being closed down, it might do good for the whole entire area to get a new coat of paint. So that's really it for the Hard Rock. There's not much else to say about this place. It opened in 1996. We have 2006, 2016, so 23 years of history over here. Some crazy stories about horrible pools where people did nasty things in them. Some crazy stories about rock stars. Apparently there is some deaths in the hotel. I'm not going to go into that stuff. I will let you link out to the Wikipedia article below. It's pretty darn comprehensive. It was purchased by the Richard Branson Virgin guy, and he's going to do something with it. He's going to turn it into a bigger, nicer version of what it already is, I suspect. And it somehow seems rather quite fitting that right while I was saying that, that Virgin Atlantic plane flew right into McCarran, right on the other side here. So, isn't that poetic justice? I really couldn't have planned that any better. My name is Steven. I'm going to be walking through every big hotel in Las Vegas and every small hotel in Las Vegas and doing these kinds of videos to give you a perspective on where the city's been, where it's currently at, and where it is going in the future. But for right now, I'm hot as heck and I'm in a taxi lane and these guys are going to run me over. So I better get moving and just sign off. Like, share, subscribe, and this guy is like, I'm trying to do my job, buddy. I don't care about your YouTube channel. And like, share, subscribe, and leave us a comment. And tell us what you think about the Hard Rock. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.